Hi, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. So let's get some messages for you today. So I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to check in with a few decks of cards today. So find out what your divine energy is calling for you to do today. What's going on for you? So again, thank you again for joining me today. I hope you are having a marvellous midweek so far. My morning has been a rather restful morning I've had. A much needed rest. Perhaps that's your energy also. Perhaps that's also what's going on for you. Let's find out. For the collective today, thank you. What's your divine energy calling for you to do today on this Wednesday? And we have a card. We have Claim Your Art. Wow, very clear message. Today you are being called by your divine energy to claim your art. Claim your art. Claim your heart. Claim your art. Admit your vulnerabilities. So where do you feel vulnerable? What is it that makes you feel vulnerable? Does love make you feel vulnerable? Well, today is the day to accept that, to claim that part of you, to nurture that part of you. Okay. Well, let's see what the guidebook would like us to know today. The more your divine energy awakens to you, the more your creative spirit yearns to freely express itself. Trust this creative urge. Let your inner virtuoso out to play. Believe in the artist inside of you. As divine beings, we're all natural creators, and our art is our life. Your divine energy is calling you to recognize the artist in you and view your life as your work of art. You are artistic and creative, even if you feel this isn't you. If you've lost touch with your creative side, then you are silencing your soul's expression. You don't have to be a good artist. Just allow your true creative nature to experiment and have fun being creative. Avoid over-intellectualizing and reconnect with your intuitive, sensual side. When you deny your creativity, it shows up in frustrating ways, such as being overly critical, rigid, or judgmental or impatient. It is time to paint, sing, dance, or engage in some other creative outlet to free your spirit. Your inner artist needs to express itself. Allow it. Give your soul a voice and reconnect with the messy, colourful, musical, sensual, experimental, creative and artistic side of you. So perhaps you do feel slightly nervous in doing so. But if it's a new thing, you know, that's inevitable. If it's something unfamiliar, then it's natural to feel nervous. But don't allow your fears to hold you back. Admit your vulnerabilities. Are you feeling insecure about your future? Do not worry about being able to meet your needs whether, let me begin that again. Are you feeling insecure about your future? Do you worry about being able to meet your needs, whether they're physical, intellectual, or emotional, and fear that you can't? Are you secretly or openly denying your vulnerabilities or your dependence on others? Your divine energy is calling you to have faith in the loving spirit of the universe. Your needs will be met by your creative spirit with the help and support of the universe at your side. Trust this. Surrender all your needs to your Creator. Be grateful for all you've received and know that this resource is limitless. Accept the truth that you are a beloved trust fund baby of the Divine Mother and Father God, and know all your real needs will be met better than you could ever imagine. Okay, so does the universe want you to know today about your next steps with the Gateway Oracle? What does the universe want you to know about your next steps? Okay, thank you. So immediately we have two cards. Dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. So what is your truth? Let's make some space. Okay, so what is your truth? Your truth is that you believe in magic. Believe in magic. True magic is abounding in your life. It's time to claim it. It is time to claim this magic. And that is the truth. You are noble, brave and strong. So stand firm in this knowledge. It is time for you to step into your power boldly and confidently. So be brave. Be brave. Magic is abounding in your life. And that is the truth. Okay. Dwelling in truth. The soul loves the truth. Be honest with yourself and listen to your inner guidance. Follow it by speaking your truth. To thine own self be true. You radiate the energy of truth to others so that they can find their truth. The universe wants you to know there is a place inside of you that always knows the truth. Take time to be still, to discover that genuine place of knowing within. Often, the hardest thing about living your truth is discovering what it is. So it's important to slow down, be quiet, and listen to the whispers of your soul. If there's an area of your life in which you're not being authentic, or where you're not living in integrity, this is the time to make some changes. Believe in magic. True life is abounding in your life. It is indeed a magical universe. Spiritual dimensions and mystical realms are only a thought away. The key to opening these doors is to trust in something you cannot see or hear. You can have doubts, yet still believe in a vast and mysterious universe where signs, symbols, and coincidences reveal secret messages. Even if your faith is the size of a mustard seed, magic can abound. Believe. The universe wants you to know some things are true, even if you don't believe them. It's hard to comprehend how something as heavy as a jumbo jet can fly, but it does. When you make an overseas call, it's hard to believe that your voice travels into space and bounces back, but it does. And it's sometimes hard to believe that angels are looking over us, but they are. Here's to believing in magic. So stand firm in your beliefs. Stand strong, knowing that you are being guided by the universe. Okay. So stand up for yourself and don't back down. Stand up for those who can't protect themselves. Believe in yourself and hold firm to what you know to be true. You are a force for good. The universe wants you to know. There are times to step down and times to negotiate, but this situation doesn't pertain to those. You need to hold high the banner of truth, grace and compassion. Honour your values without denying the values of others. Remember what is truly important in life and let go of everything else. Okay. So what would your angels and ancestors like you to know at this time? What guidance do the angels and ancestors have for you regarding your current situation? Thank you, angels and ancestors. What would you like to add for the collective today regarding this energy? Okay. Thank you. We are ready to begin our shuffle. Okay. Wow. Well, this was the first one that lay on my lap. Be open to healing information. It's like, okay, be open to the healing information that's just, wow, jumped out of the deck straight onto the floor. So let's work this out, shall we? What cards do we have? Well, we have the snake, shed old skin. So it is time to release something, to let go of something that is no longer helping you in your life. You know, this old version of yourself that is only casting a shadow over you. It's time to shed that. It's time to, you know, exfoliate. Exfoliate. You don't need that layer of burden, that layer of guilt, you know, whatever it is that's covering you. It's no longer you. It's something that's hiding who you really are. It's time to release that. And it's like it's time for you to see beyond what your eyes are showing you. It's time for you to look deeper into this situation at all the signs and synchronicities. It's time for you to notice everything that's actually happening. How can you help this situation? Exchange energy to create abundance. This is the guidance. And here's the lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So if you offer your energy, you are going to create this beautiful, abundant energy. So releasing what no longer serves you and going towards and focusing on a balanced energy exchange, then that's what you will receive. If you focus on exchanging your energy for goodness, for the good, in order to create more goodness, then that's exactly what is going to happen. You will be able to enjoy more. It will attract more of that. So we have the broken arrow at the bottom of the deck. Embrace the energy of peace. So if you are contemplating exchanging energy with another to help this situation, it is going to be beneficial. And just remember the peace that you are. Okay, interesting. So let's read our messages. It's quite a long one. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, that's let's just move on, shall we? Medicine Guardian. Let's find our guardians in the book. Thank you. So listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energy. But they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help you heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be your health, relationships, or even career. So be alert for this. The Medicine Guardian has a caduceus healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire, and a chalice, which represents returning to a state of wholeness. A state where your cup is no longer full, but overflowing with goodness. The emerald colour of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. You are being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to travelling that wholeness once more. So cast off the old, reveal your true colours, talents and gifts to the world. In many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In tantric teachings, it symbolises the Kundalini, which is the powerful serpentine energy within that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When the sacred ones saw a snake in nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was transformation in the air. The snake card not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. So perhaps in the past you felt differently about believing in magic. Perhaps you had different beliefs. And you're coming to this new acceptance. Perhaps you've battled with others in the past over your beliefs. But you're moving beyond all of these limitations, all of these negative energies that have only been holding you back. And the energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. You must be willing to admit your vulnerabilities. Okay. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. Okay, so we have the seer. See beyond the current situation. Look beyond your current situation. Raise your vibration and focus on love. Most indigenous peoples have a seer in the family or tribe. Seers are the intellectual and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change, therefore so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you are in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. Okay. So, trader. Make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The trader brings the lesson and energy of exchange. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be, in order to expand, or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, If you are a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them, and when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So, if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you are frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labour. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady, known as the Empress in the traditional tarot, is the representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. She is an abundant, bountiful and creative being. She is closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet she is a representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when the lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you have planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go round. If you are making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. So let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In Native American traditions, a broken arrow would mean that tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right. Know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the Broken Arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you and taking you lovingly forward. This colour universe has your back card. You are safe and protected. I know that you're being guided lovingly forward. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. And that's it. Something like I said earlier, how you're setting your intention for the highest good. And true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So you're coming to terms with your vulnerabilities and with what it is that you're having to let go of. You're moving towards a calmer direction. Okay, so let's finish our reading today with a Sacred Rebels guidance message. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so immediately we have two cards fall out. So what you want wants you. And softly, softly, the tender touch. Bottom of the deck, card 11, diving for light. Because what did the angels and ancestors just say? The light is entering and washing away all the darkness. Okay. So card 16. What you want wants you. Is that the magic that you're finally accepting and believing in? Do you dare to believe that what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of your soul, swathed in pleasure. Yet if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky or complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others, not us. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want. Not the substitutions and make-dos, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than I want to sing, or I want to paint, or I want to help animals, or I want to write. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process below. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that truly moves you. Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flood, or suddenly over time, or slowly over time. I'm not sure what's going on with the words. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive them, a powerful sequence is set in motion. From the depths of the universe, your desire hurtles its way towards you as the perfect manifestation. It is coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation or relationship or circumstances to bring fulfillment to your heart, radiance to your life path, and a creative awakening. So don't give up. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it's as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more grateful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your ability to create and the loving responsiveness of this wild universe? Cultivate those feelings. Get to feel what genuine desire and the meeting of that desire that can generate yet new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there right now. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible or that you are aiming too high, then they also need this healing. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power is completely up to them. This oracle brings you the message that whether you see it coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you will be able to see it, to touch it, feel it, and enjoy it. You will then become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. Softly, softly, the tender touch. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now. When we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have a proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal, it is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. There is an old story that the sun and the wind were debating about who was more powerful. After boasting about their prowess, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on. The wind and the sun decided that whomever could force the coat off the man was the most powerful. The wind began demonstrating its impressive power. It blew and caught underneath the coat, pulling it and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily out of puff, the wind gave up. The sun took over. He shone down, becoming brighter and brighter until the man slipped off his coat, slung it over his shoulder, and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather that day. The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by being. You are being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, and your intense activity, even if it is just for this moment. Does this mean that you have to surrender the goals you are chasing through those endeavours? Certainly not. This is not about letting go of achievement. It is about understanding the process of manifestation in a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. It is about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself, absolutely, naturally and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. It is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek, rather than feelings of lack and need. Do you see the subtle but important difference? To feel that you are already and naturally abundant. To feel that you are already a naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different to feeling lack, fear, and wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it is not yet the job you have. You energetically embody that which you wish to attract more of into your life. Like attracts like. This oracle brings you a message. You don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to a great loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time and shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It is okay to become softer, to feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life, and to act as much as you can, as though it is already that way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. As you soften into becoming what you are seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This oracle also comes with the special message that you have been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much, but it is now time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitations of the more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower was a useful lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you, because you are now beginning to create on a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. You are part of a global healing manifestation process. You are, through your way of being in the world, helping to birth a new awareness. This new way will heal the human heart and bring it back into balance with nature. This is essential for the human soul to survive, to flourish, and to cooperatively nurture the earth rather than destroy her natural resources. You may or may not be consciously aware of the extent to which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than taking can actually help all of humanity. But nonetheless, it is playing an important role in greater human evolution. It is the power of attraction, of magnetism, rather than that of striving and force, that will replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart after your struggle. This change in approach will encourage the shift from head to heart that is essential for your individual well-being and for the greater human evolution. You need to heal so that you can help the world to heal. Does this give you absolute permission now, in your own mind, to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious creative manifestation? Let me begin that again. Does this give you absolute permission now, in your own mind, to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? Okay. Diving for light. Card 11. How brave you are. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The oracle of diving for light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationships, challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. That darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted or socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as a death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you are actually on track and right where you need to be. Our creative process and our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in the seasons of our soul as well as in the earthly ones. There is the autumn harvest and there is the death inherent in winter, when energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate and simply be, until the time is right for new life energy and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has a purpose, much like winter does upon the earth. It is not in error or through lack of consciousness that you are here now. It is testament to your spiritual growth and creative process, not a sign that they are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your inward plunging and to successfully navigate it. This oracle brings particular guidance that although you are powerful, you are also vulnerable at this time. You need to be alert to sabotage and criticism that may make your progress more difficult than it already is. That would be rather unnecessary. At least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than to their faith in your process and the ways of the creative, rebellious, spiritual path that asks us to trust unconditionally. They may be frightened due to a lack of understanding. You don't need to carry their fear for them. You have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it. They are free to respond as they wish, and whatever those responses are, they are part of their journey for them to work through. You also need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. These are the voices that you may not expect, particularly if you are pure-hearted, who typically resonates with love. These voices or feelings might surprise you with their dark intensity. They may be feelings of hate, terror, of wanting only to sleep because anything further is all just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner creative work is pointless, unoriginal, not worth it, or stupid. These dark forces might try to tell you that you are on the wrong path, suggest that you will fail, or ask with great condescension, "Who the hell do you think you are?" You must stay in your heart and not believe these dark forces. Stay in compassion. Fear creates the energy of anger, hate, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We don't have to be frightened of them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find light in the darkness. We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware so that we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against darkness. It is too easy to get caught up in trying to heal the dark. Darkness just is. Recognize it when it is there and be in your compassionate heart. All you need to do is make a choice. Will you stay in your heart, or will you be seduced by darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness? Diving for light is a spiritual test and a threshold for all true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass the threshold into new creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. It is not an easy test, but it is one that you must be ready for, otherwise it wouldn't be coming to you now. Just remember, it is the light of the heart that sustains. It exists within us always, even in the darkest depths of unknown terrain. This oracle also comes with a special message. There is a darkness within or around you that could become problematic if left unchecked. If, for no particular reason, you find yourself feeling angry, irritated, hopeless, or tired more easily than usual, unable to rest, or it is just too much effort to exercise or take care of yourself, then this darkness is having an unnecessary effect upon you. It is time to end that now from a place of compassion. The healing process below will empower you for that task. Don't be afraid. You are learning this lesson and the unending power of compassion. You are learning this lesson and the unending power of compassion because you are ready for it. Feel honoured by the lesson and stay humbly centred in your powerful, rebellious heart that refuses to be conquered by fear and remains faithful to love. All will be well. All will be well, and I shall be right back and we will finish our reading with the healing processes. So much love and take care for now. I'll see you again real soon.